Hi, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome to Bus Lightyear. Basically a front, middle, and back. Just did simple 3 sections, the bedroom, the living room, and the front entryway, if you will. The layout we decided on obviously has the kitchen over here. We like to cook, so we decided and wanted to include as big of kitchen as possible with a lot of countertop space. So we went with a propane or gas burner. It's just a little 11-gallon tank there that just fit really nicely. We also have a toaster oven that we already had, just repurposed that, kind of created a custom shelf for it. This is actually where the refrigerator was going to go originally, but you know, things change when you're doing this stuff, so the refrigerator's back behind me, and we found this to be a perfect spot for a toaster oven and the heater that we haven't really had to use yet. Yeah, we just went with the kitchen here, so this is pretty much all buy at the store type stuff from your big box store. We went to Menards. This is a pre-made cabinet, pre-made countertop obviously, and we just kind of bolted it all in. Ashley actually mastered the glass tile backsplash, custom pretty much everything. When you're doing one of these, if you know nothing's square, nothing's level, you can't even use a level in the bus when you're working because you're on unlevel ground. So it was challenges left and right, but a lot of learning opportunities too. Just like the cabinets up front, we have very similar custom kind of cabinets here. Hinges again. These ones actually stay up, but the others are a little bit too heavy. We've got all of our controls here for all of the lights in the bus and the water pump. It's right there to turn the water on. Okay, so with the water system, I'm not a genius plumber by any means, so I kind of tried to keep it simple. And we actually already had these blue like Reliance jugs because we're really into you know, filtered fresh water, and we were using these actually to get water before we got into bus life for some of our drinking water. So we just repurposed those to be our 2 freshwater tanks. It equals out to be about 14 gallons. We're able to take those out, fill them up, and just put them back in.
I foresee us doing this for a long time. Just part-time, it works really well for our family. We can take our son whenever we want. It really gives him a chance to see not only the school side of life, but also the road side of life, and really teaching him the skills and things that we wish we would have learned as a child. So it's almost like classrooms without borders or like walls, really, which is really, really nice for us. And it gives us the opportunity to get out of Nebraska when it's in the winter time. Like there's nothing really to do. There's no snowboarding or anything here. So we get to go more toward the warmer weather and just really explore the country, which is like something that's been really amazing to do on a part-time basis, and building our businesses from the road / also from our house, so it really works well for us.
So opposite of the kitchen is kind of our couch, and we tried to pack in some storage where we could as well. This is actually a closet. Hang 2 of these up, and then you can put a pretty decent amount of clothes right in there, and they just collapse back down into the closet. And that's not my idea. We definitely got that from other YouTubers and everything. A lot of things in here are borrowed ideas. That's part of the fun of it. You can use everybody's ideas and, you know, make the best possible bus or vehicle you can. Right next to that is a cassette toilet. Very simple. You can take this thing completely out. It has water in the top that flushes it. We do number 1 only in here. But it's great for being, whether you're stuck on the road or you just don't want to get up and go somewhere in the middle of the night, obviously. It's great to have this as a kind of an emergency, or yeah, it's just a real good luxury to have. Right next to that, we also have a seatbelt here. This is another junkyard find. It's out of the back of a Cadillac. This is like $2, so hit up your junkyard if you need anything. I strongly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's like treasure hunting, so I guess that's just me. Right under here is, let's keep going with the junkyard finds. This is out of a 2018 Tahoe, about 20 bucks. Bolted it right into the frame. We use this to secure our child seat. And also, as you saw, it folds up and out of the way. In the future, I may even edit this to get out of the way so that it can do that too. And we can actually go back to having this door open completely. As I mentioned earlier, we were originally going to put the refrigerator up there. We had a more classic 3-way propane RV fridge, but eventually we decided it was best with our solar setup to go with the Dometic 12 volt fridge. So we kind of shoved this cooler style fridge right underneath the bed, and it's not on casters or anything yet, but it's also not too hard just to pull out, and whenever we're cooking or we need something, we just pull it out. And we got the two-sided freezer on the right and refrigerator on the left. Slide it back in, and that's where we keep our fridge. We have other storage underneath for things that we rarely need, but we do want to bring with us underneath the bed. So Omaha we find to be a pretty good place to base out of. We left in search of adventure when we went to Colorado, but Omaha is a place where you can live pretty cheaply, and it has all our family here. So we were drawn to come back and live part-time, kind of like she explained. And it's just worked out really well. Like she said, in the winters and the summers, like Omaha has really harsh seasons. It's really hot and humid, and it's really cold in the winter. So, but because of that, it's affordable, and it's a nice place. It's fine, but it just works out for us to be able to live part-time, and that's the lifestyle that we're kind of making happen for ourselves. It's not easy. Some people will say, like, how can you afford to do that? Yada yada yada. We decided a couple years back that we're just gonna make it happen. There's no really option. So
yeah. And I think it's really nice to just have both. Like, you can have it all. So full-time doesn't work for you. We're proof that part-time is also possible, and you can make it work for whatever situation you have.
Moving further back, we slid a closet in here, hanging up some full height items. Wanted to give my wife the option to have a dress if she wanted to, so we have the full height closet here, and we can fit pretty much everything we need, like coat-wise, winter coat-wise, a lot of our rain jackets and everything, and we just end up stuffing a lot of things in the closet like everybody else does, but it works out pretty good. We have our lofted child's bed here, and this will actually lift up for his storage. Put all of his clothes, whatever he might need under there. Full-size comfortable mattress. We have book storage up there. We put more clothes up here, and this would be our air conditioner. We thought it was very important to have it where you sleep because like most people, it's tough to sleep when you're hot. So all of our solar components are pretty much under the bed. Makes them very tough to get to, which is a downside, but they're kind of out of the way. So again, a positive and negative. This would be where we monitor the output and what's going on. So we have 3 solar batteries under there. They're lithium ion batteries. There's 300 amp hours under there, and all kinds of solar components. It's a pretty complicated setup. Had I had the chance to do it again, I might go simpler, but it is what it is. It's a pretty high power solar setup that has been great for us. We have 525 watts on the roof, and now that we know how to use it and we've learned all the quirks of it, it works great. It powers our fridge, and that's the main thing we need. It powers all of our laptops and our cell phones. We have regular 110 volt and 12 volt as well. So that right there is just a scrap piece of cardboard that I just whipped up a sketch, and it ended up being almost exactly like that. So I kind of keep that around as a little reminder of the original idea.
So my business is a lifestyle design business. I'm a life and career coach, and I run that all virtually. So you can find me at Embracing the Uncertain on Instagram and on Facebook. And Skylar's business is...
I help people renovate their homes. We flipped a couple houses, and I like to help people flip their houses or just do home renovations. So I have a background in architectural design, and I can do digital renderings and send them to people, or I can even help them build them themselves. I just like to help people get things done. This is just an example. I drew this up for the bus. I like to visualize what spaces are going to look like, and I like to bring the potential out of things. That's just what I enjoy doing. So I'm kind of able to do that from the road, and kind of able to do that when I'm here back in town.
I am not a visual person, so when he was explaining to me all about bus life and what we were going to do, his concepts and what it could potentially be in a bus really spoke to me. It was like, oh, okay, this actually can be a sustainable lifestyle on the road or wherever. So I think just some of the drawings and the things that he's good at from a design perspective really can help bring your vision to life, and sometimes even improve what we even think could be possible. So
you can find me at Offgrid Design on Instagram or offgrid-design.com. That's my website. And yeah, I help people just fix their houses basically, or do home improvements, whatever they need help with. So this is Buzz Lightyear. We really enjoyed having you in our mobile, tiny, temporary, part-time home.
To infinity and
beyond!
beyond.